a lot of his movements are with elbows. So a lot of his fight, it's about moving with these elbows. And so that was something that I didn't know I could do, which was a different sort of style of fighting that still looked really cool on screen.
How are you, David?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you. I talked to you before for other projects, and it's nice to have you here again. Very excited
Yeah.
about this movie. And how is it for you to be bringing in to this franchise?
Oh, it's so good. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to be a part of something that a lot of people already love, that I love, and to be working with people that I really admire, and that that I get the opportunity to just learn from all of them.
Yes, and then can you talk a little bit about your character, Javier?
Yeah, so he is Eve Macarro's father, who is played by Ana de Armas, and he is someone who doesn't want his daughter to have the same life that he had. And he's sort of this like new exciting character that's being introduced to the John Wick universe, that is there to sort of incite the incident of this film, and that leads Eve to seek revenge to the men that caused this sort of trauma to her as a child.
Yes. How was like for you, like to the training for this character is a little different from the what you did for the Umbrella Academy?
Yeah, and it was a dream. I mean, the amount of training that was given, it was intense. It was intense in a very short period. It was only 4 weeks to train for this in Budapest, but it was very much something that some of the, in terms of guns and how to fight with guns, and sort of in the style of the John Wick universe, was so exciting. And to be able to actually add my own thing to it while also honoring all of the previous fights was yeah, it was cathartic.
Did you learn anything like new? I know that John Wick has a specific way to fight, but anything new that you learned that you didn't know, like anything that was more important for you to learn?
Yeah, well, one of the things was in the movie that he's not a killer, so a lot of his fights are about protecting, and a lot of his movements are with elbows. So a lot of his fight, it's about moving with these elbows, and so that was something that I didn't know I could do, which was a different sort of style of fighting that still looked really cool on screen.
That's amazing. And like how was like work with the director and then Wiseman?
Oh, Len West was awesome. He was such a collaborator. From the moment I got there, the day that I got there, like he, brought me up to his office, and we got and sat down for a little bit and talked to me about the character. And, also he's just very personable. So like he makes you feel like seen and heard. And so when you're on set and you're working with him, he's just kind of like, I remember one time we were like in the first day, he just kind of looked at me, he's like, man, he's like, you're really good. And it was just really, it meant so much, because obviously when you're showing up to a set, you're kind of like trying to find the character, and you want to know if you're doing a good job, and so just him kind of giving me that little bit of validation was like, okay, good, we're doing fine, we're doing fine.
Yes, yes. And then I think this is a wonderful like word that can you create with chat. And like did you have a chance to talk to them, to interact with them about the franchise or anything like?
Yeah, I mean, with Chad specifically, yeah, he was sort of gave me the overview of like where Javier, like where that, because he's the architect of the whole thing. So like where his backstory was originated from, in terms of like he's a protector, he's so there is a lore within Javier and where he comes from that made it very enticing. And also, when I got to meet with him, and he told me about what he wanted to do with Javier, was, I mean, I felt very reassured to just say, yes, I want to do this.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. He's such an a great mind and thinking and amazing everything that he does, like especially with the stunts. Did you do your own stunts or you have
Did
someone?
I did, I mean, I'd say like 99 of like there might have been like one stunt where I was like, that's I don't think insurance will let me do that. But everything else, I really tried to make sure that I did at least for myself as a viewer, I don't notice that like, oh, that's someone else. I am like, oh, that is, and by the end of the shoot, I was like limping, but it was so worth it. I was like, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what you can expect of the film?
I think people are gonna have a lot of fun. It's very much in the vein of obviously it's the John Wick universe. There's gonna be a lot of fights, a lot of incredible stunts, just some ooh and ah moments, and humor also. There's some really funny moments in there.
Yes. And anything new aside from this movie that is coming up for you next?
Yeah, this movie called Splitsville comes out the 22nd of August. It's with Neon and Dakota Johnson. It just premiered at Cannes, and yeah, so that's in the horizon. It's coming soon.
Amazing. David, I just want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you, to see you again, and a lot of success. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
I appreciate it.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.